Arjun Erigaisi is one of India's top chess grandmasters. Now, in chess, we all know the complexities and why this is a very golden period for India. Because we have Pragnananda, Gukesh, and others doing great in the world of chess. Pragnananda has won the Tata Steel Chess Masters. Gukesh is your world champion. Arjun Erigaisi crossed 2,800 for a brief bit. But now there is a big resurgence when it comes to chess interest. But the government's latest move is definitely going to throw the chess world into a tizzy. Because what has the government recently announced starting from this month, which is February onwards? Sports Ministry has eliminated the reward that is there for chess players. The reward that was there is that whoever is an upcoming chess player, government used to give 4 lakhs if you are a grandmaster, if you achieve the grandmaster norm, 1.5 lakhs if you become the IM or the women's IM, which is an international master or a women's international master. Now, these kind of monetary benefits would help a chess player because we know if you look at chess is a very self-sufficient sport. You have to self-finance in your own way unless you get big sponsors. Like how Pragnananda has gotten sponsors, like how Gukesh is getting sponsors. If you don't have a sponsor, chess is a very difficult sport. Reward now, the criteria that the government has now gotten in is that reward is only for players who win world events. So, if a Leon Mendonça goes on to win any kind of thing, if any other upcoming player wins the junior world championships, then and only then they will get the monetary benefit. Otherwise, there will be no benefit. If you become a GM after years and years of self-funding, you are not going to get the government award which was there earlier. Now, why this move is very detrimental for chess, especially in India? Because Arjun Erigaisi in an interview to PTI has given out his verdict on it. He stated, it's definitely not something that would demotivate a lot of young children as they don't care about the money aspect. See, for children and everybody else who start, there is support at a certain point in time. But once you are an IM, once you are a GM, you have to go for better opportunities elsewhere. Outside of India most of the time. Who's going to feel the pinch? The children and all those who are going to aspire to have a life in chess, they will not feel the pinch. Arjun Erigaisi believes it is demotivating for parents because they have to make some financial calls. Then what would happen after becoming grandmaster would be a question. Now remember, how does a chess grandmaster, how does a chess player evolve? He starts from school, he does the basic training, he then ensures he plays more and more tournaments. Those tournaments you have to pay a registration fee and then you have to arrange for your own logistics. When you go into the international level, we at Sports Today have done an interview with Vidit Gujarati about a year and a half back, in which he mentioned about what all you have to do. So, Grandmaster himself has a team of seconds. He has to pay for the seconds for whatever they do, their food, their lodging, their technological requirements, everything. He then has to finance his own hotel stay and travel. Whatever you win in a tournament is when you are going to get that entire cash money to reimburse it itself. So that is why chess in a way is massively self-sufficient, and that is why not many people can make it as chess grandmasters. Now with this latest move, if the government stops that cash reward, then what are you going to do? For parents, investing a bit more extra is going to be massive. And Arjun Erigaisi believes this is going to be a problem. If there is some motivation like this, then there are more chances that they would encourage their children. If they have to make a call between chess and studies, it is not something ideal. Look at the situation, what the government move has done at this point in time. Now the same debate in India. Oh, what is the future in chess? You can better off be studying and becoming an engineer or a doctor or a chartered accountant in that sense. It reminds me back to the jibe that Vishwanathan Anand probably had in the 80s and the 90s when he was traveling on a train to Coimbatore. At that time, a young, if you look at an elderly man asked him, like, what is your life? What is your future? He said, I'm playing chess. Okay, does your father and all approve of it? He said, yes. Well, there is not much life, there's not much of a future in chess unless you are Vishwanathan Anand. Now, that elderly man did not even know that you were speaking to Vishwanathan Anand. At that time, you're talking about the 90s. You can hear the story being told by Vishy Anand a lot of times. You are reaching that very same situation. The cynics will say, oh, what is the life in chess here? You're not going to earn. If you win a tournament, then we will see what happens. But that same procedure of not having a proper base, that is now going to creep in. Many people now will be wondering, okay, what do I have to do in order to progress in chess? This latest move by the government to stop the cash reward for GMs and IMs aspiring that too, it's not going to help them much. Do you think this is a good move by the government of India, or do you think they need to do something better? How will chess grandmasters and aspiring IMs and women's international masters get the finance? Will they get the necessary finance? Will they get the necessary sponsorship? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.